Okay, so it's gonna be just a little bit different. I'm standing because I have to hold my Bible, and I've also got the devotional. Here's the thing. I was reading the devotional for today, and it is very good. However, I felt like it may have lacked a little bit of context because the Bible verse is Matthew 7:21, but it also references Matthew 7:13. So I figured we'd go ahead and read 13 through 21 or 22, 23, somewhere in there. It'll be this whole section right here. So bear with me. There's a lot of writing. I'll try to read it as fast as I can. Enter through the narrow gate, for the gate is wide and the road broad that leads to destruction, and there are many who go through it. How narrow is the gate and difficult the road that leads to life, and few find it. This is the part that I thought was actually important, so listen to this. Be on your guard against false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravaging wolves. So look out for the wolf in sheep's clothing. I thought that verse was very important, and I wanted to include that in this for that reason. Starting with verse 16 here. You'll recognize them by their fruit. Are grapes gathered from thorn bushes? This is hard to read with all this writing. Or figs from, is it thistles? Probably. In the same way, every good tree produces good fruit, but a bad tree produces bad fruit. A good tree can't produce bad fruit, neither can a bad tree produce good fruit. Every tree that doesn't produce good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. So you'll recognize them by their fruit. And this is the verse of the day that's in the devotional, verse 21. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the one who does the will of my Father in heaven. Continuing with verse 22. On that day, many will say to me, Lord, Lord, didn't we prophesy in your name, drive out demons in your name, and do miracles in your name? Then I will announce to them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you lawbreakers. That is terrifying. So to continue on with our devotion, oh my gosh, our daily devotional. That was difficult. Still in this book, I asked Alexa, I'm going to say Alexa because I actually call it Echo. Okay, I didn't let up. I asked her to pick a number, or him, I think, I don't know, to pick a number between 1 and 365. Picked 9, so that's what we're doing. And I'm just going to summarize this first part because this is already long to begin with. In the very first part of this, the Bible verse that it has here is Matthew 7:21. That's why we read that whole passage. But basically, to sum up this, the author of this devotion for this day is saying, like, we create our own gods, essentially, and we create our own faiths. And one thing that they say is we give to God what we think is reasonable service and presume that he will be jolly well better be happy with it. This can be just as true as those who call themselves followers of Jesus, as it is of others, there we go, wrong line, who belong to other faiths. Many call him Lord, but basically do as they please, creating religious structures, rites, practices, and traditions. And I think we see that a lot today, especially when it's like the part where it's like, watch out for the wolf in sheep's clothing, right? Watch out for false prophets is so important because I see so many false prophets or just false teachers on TikTok. It's insane. But they go on to say, Jesus warns, however, that the gate into the kingdom is narrow. Many will be confounded at the judgment when he tells them that their works keep in mind your works do not get you to heaven. It is your faith. Your works are just an outward, I guess, working of your faith. Like, it's like, I have this faith in Jesus. I love Jesus, so I'm going to do blah, blah, blah. You're doing it for him rather than to be rewarded. I don't know if that makes any sense. My pastor explains it a whole lot better than I do. Okay. Their works, even those done in his name, were not in fact authorized or called for by the Father. It's a sobering perspective or prospect. Same word. Calm down. It is better and safer to build upon the solid rock of Jesus' instruction than to build on the shifting sand of our own ignorance. I love that line because that is so true. In short, do what Jesus says, not what you think you need to do. And the only way to know that, I feel like there should be a comma right there or something. I don't know. The only way to know that is to be in communication with him through prayer and through the word. Super important. And then there's also the bottom part that I always read, which is the question or the statement of that day. Here it is. There's no way around it. To stay close to Jesus, you need to stay in communication with him. How are you doing? Thanks for coming.